Hi, everybody. I'm recording from where I've been writing lately, the porch. So, welcome to the weekly check-in. I already tried to record this once and kind of screwed it up. My apologies for the bad, well, not, you don't have much to look at anyway, frankly, but if you into the video on this feed so far, this is going to look the worst of anything probably because I'm recording on my laptop, and the phone, I still haven't been able to figure it out. Anyway, never mind. So this week has been an okay week for writing so far. About 12,000 words written, 10,000 words written, something like that. Yeah, I'm not really counting words. You may have noticed, but it's for a reason. Normally, I count words pretty neurotically, let's say, and as a result, I kind of tend to lose enthusiasm for the text as a story, the work as a story. And my whole focus has been to rebuild the joy I feel while writing over the past month or so, well, the past couple weeks since I started this project, of, enjoying my work more, loving the story, loving writing, frankly, and enjoying the process. And I entered a new stage this week, starting yesterday. So it's been only, I've done 10,000 words this week. Yeah, it must be. Because I did about 6 yesterday, 6,000, and about 4,000 today. And I didn't do anything on Monday because Monday was rough. And but I spent Monday kind of coming up with the idea with the help of my brother, who helps me with a lot of my writing stuff. I don't have a lot of family that can help me with writing stuff, but my brother's good at working out details like that. Well, not details even, just the broad strokes of stuff. He gets across gets across to me a lot of the things I should be thinking of myself. And talking to myself helps too, in every way. I mean, it sounds crazy, but there you go. So, anyway, it's been a good week. And by the way, my name's Tim Niederreiter. I'm an author, indie author of Demon Scroll, Origin of Storms, and 10 Liars. Those are the 3 big ones currently. I also have Rem's Dream out. That's a YA cyberpunk novel, and I got some other cyberpunk short stuff like The Mangrove Suite, which is well liked by the people who've read it, but it's kind of a challenging book. So if you're into a challenging little novella that's a little difficult to read, perhaps go for that one. It's fun. I really like it, but it has a little bit of a point of view changeover at times that can be jarring to people, I think. But it's all in world stuff. It's all in story stuff. And that's kind of where I'm at now, because I realized when I look at, say, like my longest book, cars passing outside, maybe this wasn't the smartest place to record, but when I look at my longest book, which is Origin of Storms, it's 166,000 words long. Maybe 170 now, because I edited it and added some stuff. But it's about 170,000 words, and it took about a year to write it, in between some ghostwriting projects. And I wrote the first 50,000 words in November 2015. And I finished it exactly a year to the day from when I started it. So I ended it on Halloween. I finished the book on Halloween, or the rough draft on Halloween 2016. Anyway, that's kind of that kind of long book is really my focus lately, and I'm really enjoying the longer book. Even though that's a space opera. Origin of Storms is a big space opera. Huge. It should almost be a series, but it just doesn't have a natural break point. I tried it as novellas. It didn't really work for me. And I didn't like giving them a cliffhanger at the end of book 1. Even though people didn't seem to mind that much, I minded. And it hurt. I think it hurt the read-through on the series to have that cliffhanger there. So I just made them all into one book, and now people can actually have the whole story and come away liking me more. This is the idea anyway. As an author, anyway. Like me as an author. People don't have to like me as a person, right? I mean, I'm an author. But that's a mistake. Thinking that's a mistake, because it's useful to have people like you as an author. That's what I'm figuring out. Anyway, that's probably a tale for another day. Another series, probably, even. But right now, I'm sitting on the porch. It's about 5:30 here, local time. And it is really interesting to me that when I got up this morning, I had the worst luck. Like, I broke stuff. I've spilled my cup of water, and I knocked models off my table. Stuff like that. I did all that stuff before 6 o'clock. It was brutal. But I managed to get here, and I managed to dictate. It was rough. It was a bad start. Like yesterday, I had a much better start to the day. But tomorrow, I'm planning to do even more, do even better. I hope to do even better. And the key here is to not set the goal of a word count. No word count goal, and no time goal. Just a time kind of like when you've done enough moment, which is 9 a.m. because I get up at 5:30 and I like to start writing right away. And that kind of encourages me to start writing right away. So if I got started on time, like 6 o'clock, which is kind of the goal, to start by 6 and then go until 9, that'd be pretty good. That'd be a good day's writing for me because I can do 6,000 words in an hour. And not only that, I mean, even if I was only typing and only doing 2,000 words in an hour, or even 1,500, it's still a decent day of writing. 3 hours is a decent amount of writing. 4,500 words, that's not bad. The fact that I can do, 4 times faster than that means that 3 hours is more than enough time to get the job done. And so, but the thing I've noticed too is that if I go fast, if I go early in the morning and I dictate early in the morning, I get more done because I feel better for the rest of the day. So it doesn't burden me like it does if I'm sitting around all day with the voice recorder strapped on, which I did anyway, but I didn't worry about it today. So anyway, yeah, don't worry so much about your writing. That's the main takeaway here. Worrying about writing isn't writing. That's just one other thing that isn't writing. You know what also isn't writing? Making notes. And sometimes you need to do it. Some people need to make notes. But if you know you are a discovery writer, like I do, I have a lot of evidence to this effect. I have done a lot of discovery writing. I've done some planning. Discovery writing just works better for me. And with that being the case, the only solution, the only good answer is to not plan as much. And when I make notes, I just throw them away anyway. I don't look at them ever again. So what am I doing with them? Nothing. I'm writing them down so I feel better, like I feel like I worked. But I'm not working. That's not work. That doesn't go in the book. And it doesn't necessarily even help write the book. So it doesn't count. At least not for me. That's the kind of activity you want to limit when you're a writer, especially when you're not full-time. I mean, I'm full-time, but even when I am full-time, I think it goes equally for everyone. But if your writing time is precious, you got to get right to it. And time is always precious. So get right to it. Thanks for listening. You can find more about this show at mentalcellarpublications.com. That's cellar with a C, so it's your mental basement, but with a cellar. And you can find more about me at timniederwriter.com or mentalcellarpublications.com. You can find my books on amazon.com. I got Demon Scroll, 10 Liars, and Origin of Storms are the big ones. Renstream's also out there, but I'm not as confident of that one. I think maybe I'll pull it down and revamp it, but it's still a good book. I just feel like I didn't give it the attention it needed, and it's been on the back burner as far as my attention for so long that I don't think there will be a sequel anytime soon. Just maybe that's going to change now. There's also the Mangrove Suite and its sequels, The Clean Way, and that's the Rain Protocol series, and the Bright End, which is the third book, and then of course that's it. I'm the host of Alive After Reading. My name's Tim Niederreiter. Thanks for listening. Take it easy, people. Have a good week.